Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome to perhaps the most relevant video we've done on the channel in absolutely ages. In today's video, it's going to be a big one. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I'm hoping you guys really enjoy it. In today's video, we're going to be discussing basically everything we always discuss in the comments down below. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? Who's going to come in? What is the squad going to look like? We're essentially going to be discussing each and every player in and around the Barcelona squad, as well as talking about who could potentially come in certain positions that we may need to be strengthening. And that's going to be today's video. It's going to be a big one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Over the summer, of course, things can change very quickly. I will want to note that before I maybe look stupid with some of the stuff I say. Things can change very quickly in football, as we saw with the Wijnaldum deal, for example. But we have a good idea of what Barcelona are going to be looking at like next season. I'm essentially going to be giving you guys all like the knowledge on everyone in the squad right now, on who could be coming in, who could be going out. It's going to be a big one. Sorry for no uploads for a while. You know, the Depay signing still hasn't happened as I'm recording this video. Hopefully it happens soon. But yeah, without any further ado, let's waste no more time. Let's get started. And as you guys can see in front of me here, this is what we're going to be working with. This is essentially all of the names I've put together for this video. But wait, there's even more. You guys may be thinking, hang on, there's a few La Masia players maybe, a few players out on loan. Yeah, there's even more than this. But this is what I could fit on the screen, and I thought, let's not absolutely pack the screen, eh? But this guy's right here are kind of all the names around the first team right now is the way I want to see it. So we're going to be going through position by position, talking about each and every player, and essentially giving you guys a good overview of what could happen next season. So let's start. First of all, of course, Ter Stegen, let's not spend too much time on that. He will be staying as Barcelona's number 1 for next season. Next up, we got Neto, of course, as the number 2 to Ter Stegen right now. I feel like Barcelona want to keep Neto, especially because of Ter Stegen's injury. Neto himself wants to leave to get some more minutes. So the plan was really maybe we sell Neto for some funds and then use Iñaki Peña there as the number 2 goalkeeper. But I'm not quite sure if Barcelona and the board are comfortable with that yet. Let's see what happens. I think right now the most expected thing to happen is that Neto is sold. Iñaki Peña's the number 2. But wait a second, guys. There could be a signing in there. I wonder whether Laporta will go out and sign a backup goalkeeper, especially with Ter Stegen's surgery that he's just had. So let's see. But then you've got Iñaki Peña. You've got Adnan Tenas also, guys, another La Masia goalkeeper. I think it's time to probably use Iñaki Peña. But let's see. If they sell Neto, if they don't feel like they'd really trust Peña, then maybe we get number 2 in goal. At right back, these are the real 3 names you guys need to know about. Of course, Serginho Dest will be staying next season at Barcelona. There were a few rumours earlier on in the window, but look, that's not going to be happening. He's going to be staying. Sergio Roberto's an interesting one. Someone who I always felt was just going to stay at Barcelona for absolutely ever, but it's become more and more clear that actually Barcelona could be looking to sell him, perhaps in a swap deal. Watch out for Roberto, and I think Roberto's future is very much linked to Emerson's, guys. I actually don't think we need to be going into the market for a right back. We've got 3 there, in my opinion. Let's pick 2. I think Dest and Emerson is what we all want, but if a good offer arrives for Emerson, I wouldn't be surprised if he's sold. If we can get rid of Roberto on a swap deal with, who knows, Bernardo Silva or Laporte, someone with Man City, then that could definitely be a possibility. But in the right-back situation, it is a little bit unclear, but I do not expect both Roberto and Emerson to be here in September, say. So watch out for that, guys. I think one of them, at least, will be sold from Barcelona this summer. In defence, these are all the guys on your screen right now. We've of course got Piqué, who I thought maybe could be sold this summer, even the summer before, to be honest. Remember, after the Bayern Munich game, he said, if we need new blood, I'm the first to go, but he's going to be here again next season. He accepted a salary cut. I think Laporta's, a close friend with him, a big fan of his, so Piqué is going to be staying. Hopefully that's useful, just with a reduced role. I think Araujo, if he can stay injury-free, can have a massive season for Barcelona. He'll be staying. Longley is an interesting one. Looks like he'll be staying, but I still feel if Barcelona want to bring in a centre-back, not only will they need to be selling Samuel Umtiti, but they'll also need to be selling Longley. I mean, Getha will be staying, guys. That's what we're hearing right now anyway. You'd hope he'd stay anyway. He started a lot of the games at centre-back last season for Barcelona. Of course, we've got Eric Garcia coming in. We can't forget Jean-Claire Todibo, guys, who's going to be sold to Nice. That's a bit of cash, actually, for Barcelona that could be really valuable in this window. So Todibo's going to be giving us 8.5 million euros, and then there's variables that could actually take it to 15 million. So decent sale for Barcelona. But let's go back to Longley and Umtiti, guys, because I expect Piqué, Araujo, Mingueza, and Eric Garcia to all be there. But I do think Barcelona are going to have 5 centre-backs next season. That also gives us the option to switch to a back 3 if we like. And I also get the feeling that Barcelona will want to bring in a centre-back, and I think we should too. I think you look at Laporte at Man City in the Spanish national team right now, that's the guy I've really got my eye on, but there are a few other alternatives. Lisandro Martinez from Ajax, Pau Torres from Villarreal Of course, as always, guys, the money's the issue. You know, if Barcelona can miraculously pull off a swap deal with Umtiti, Lenglet, Sergio Roberto for Laporte from Man City, then great, but I think that's going to be hard. But look, guys, I think Barcelona want to bring in a centre-back, but remember this, we'll only bring in a centre-back, guys, if both Lenglet and Umtiti are sold. If both of those don't go, which is going to be so hard to do, by the way, to sell both of them, then I just can't see space for anyone else. At left back, I am expecting movement, and I think we will need to see movement too. Jordi Alba for me has to stay and will stay. Junior Firpo actually looks like the most likely player to be sold right now. AC Milan are very interested in him, as are a few teams in the Premier League, Southampton and West Ham, to name a few. And he will be sold pretty soon. We've been hearing it's a loan, but in recent updates there has been news that it could actually be a sale. I don't think it'll be massive amounts of money, 10 to 15 million, guys. You know, no one's going to pay that much for a sub left back, let's be honest. So Firpo, he's going to be leaving. Didn't quite work out for him at Barcelona. So then, of course, we do need a backup to Jordi Alba. You could look to the B team, guys. You know, will Balde maybe get promoted? The issue with Balde is, you know, he hasn't even played that much at Barca B, never mind in the first team. So I just don't know if the club really trust him yet. I think we should sign a left back. I really do. I think the option for me really has been so obvious for a while. Jose Luis Gaya. All I've heard is that Barcelona aren't really ready to go into a war with Valencia. I don't think it'll be that much of a war. 15 to 20 million, guys. One of the best left backs in the world, perhaps, in Gaya. I think it'll be a great signing with Alba getting old. Those are two left backs for the Spanish national team. Gaya, I think he'd just about want to come, although it could jeopardise his position in Luis Enrique's squad. But I think if we do generate some money, you know, for example, Todibo's giving us 7.5. If you look at Firpo's giving us 10, let's say. 17 million, guys. I know it doesn't always work up just like that, you know, 17 out, 17 the other way. But still, guys, if we are making some money from sales, I think Gaya would be a really smart signing. And now then, guys, on to the midfield, the position we always have to talk about for Barcelona. Let's start, guys, of course, with Busquets. Busquets, for me, should be staying, the vice-captain. I think he will be staying. He will, of course, have to agree to a pay cut, as will a lot of the veterans under Joan Laporta. Pjanic wants to go. Barcelona want him to go, especially with Koeman staying as the coach. He's not going to be here next season, let's be honest. Let's hope we can find a good sale or a loan for him or something. A loan where we wouldn't have to be paying many of his wages. We're hearing Juventus is the most likely right now. Ricky Puig, we're hearing, is going to stay next season. Koeman, I think, has promised to give him a few more minutes, so let's see what happens with Ricky. Coutinho's another one, guys, like Pjanic, you know, for his own good. We hope he gets a good sale. There isn't any real news on the Coutinho front right now, but I'm thinking a Premier League move is probably more likely. Similar to Pjanic, it'll either be quite a cheap sale or a loan, I feel, with Coutinho. Pedri, of course, the absolute genius, will be here again next season. Then you've got Mateus Fernandes, you know, goodness me, another disaster at Bartomeu's board. He has to go. I just can't see where he'll go, though. I don't even know if a team wants to take him on loan. He's had such a weird season. I don't know whether to feel sorry for him or not. That situation is just bizarre, and let's hope that Mateus can just find a way out of Barcelona for his sake and for our sake, really. De Jong, of course, like Pedri, you know, masterful. He'll be staying next season. It likes Moriba. The club are working to promote his contract. They're also working to promote him to the first team. So we're hoping Elites will be there next season. And that kind of leaves us with the base for midfield, I feel. You've got Busquets, you've got Ricky Puig, you've got Pedri, you've got De Jong, and then you've got Elites Moriba. Those are 5 midfielders there. And then I think we need a 6th. And I think Koeman agrees, guys, that we need a 6th. I think the 6th was obviously going to be Jorginho Wijnaldum. That didn't happen. That got hijacked. He went to PSG, perhaps for money. Well, we won't go into details on that, really. So where do Barcelona look? I think, first of all, of course, we've got a few loans to take care of. You look at Carlos Alenya, Monchu also, they're out on loan. I don't expect any of those two to be used next season. And I think they will either be sold or loaned again. Then you could look to La Masia, guys. You've got Nico Gonzalez, very highly thought of. You've got Jandro Orellana, who they are trying to renew his contract for, but let's see what happens there. Again, I'm not really sure if any of those guys will be used as a 6th midfielder, and that brings me back, guys. I feel like Koeman wants to sign a midfielder. Whether we get one or not is another matter. It will be expensive if you think about it, you know, looking at someone like a Mikel Merino, for example. That's a lot of money for a position that we don't really need. It could be wise, in my opinion, to go to La Masia for midfield. I really do think that. You've got a Nico, Jandro, or even bring back one of Alenya or Monchu from loan. That could be a surprise, but it could be a good option. And then, of course, guys, let's move over to the attack. Loads of players here, but I think, again, like the midfield, only 6 really can stay in the first team. So that means a lot are going to have to be chopped. Of course, we've got Griezmann there. Griezmann's an interesting one. I think I would keep Griezmann. I just don't think it's worth getting rid of a player of that much quality. I really don't. He's a hard worker. He scored goals for us. He's a big part of the French national team. I would keep Griezmann. but I'll get onto it a bit later. He could be sold if a good offer arrives. Braithwaite, good hard worker. I think we're hoping for his sake that he finds a good move again this summer, perhaps to the Premier League. I think a few clubs could be interested in him. He's had a decent Euros actually so far with Denmark. Messi, guys, we're all on our knees for that one, aren't we? We're just waiting. Laporta's confident. I think Messi wants to stay in Barcelona. All the news we're hearing is that Messi will be staying at Barcelona. But let's see. Messi looks like he's going to be part of the team next season. Dembele, kind of similar to Griezmann, a little bit different. If Barcelona can renew his contract, he'll stay. If he stalls it any longer, we'll try and place him on the market immediately to avoid him going for free in 2022. So watch out for Dembele, guys. If he goes, someone else would come in. Same goes for Griezmann, so watch out for those two. Trincao is a frustrating one for me. I think this is a bright young player, I really do. But again, he's just found it so difficult. And it looks like he could be either sold or loaned this summer, which isn't good considering we paid 31 million for him. Ansu Fati, guys, we've got high hopes for him. Massive hopes for Fati next season. He could be a key part of our team, in my opinion. Really the missing piece, I feel, in both Barcelona and the Spanish national team, actually. Massive player, massive potential. Watch out for Ansu Fati. And then, of course, we've got the new signings. Aguero is done. He'll be in the team next season, likely wearing the number 9 shirt. And then you've got Memphis Depay, who, as I'm recording this, still isn't done. But it is all but done, guys. I'm not going to say it's going to happen because I said that with Wijnaldum, and it didn't happen. But it looks like Depay, guys, is going to be a Barcelona player. It's just a matter of time, really. And then, of course, guys, we can't forget a few La Masia players. Alex Collado, I don't know what's going to happen with him. They recently renewed his contract, said he was going to be part of the first team. But where is the space? Where is the space for him? I'm kind of worried about that situation. He's such a great player. And then Conrad de la Fuente, guys, looks like he's going to be going. There was news he was going to Marseille. That's kind of stalled for now. But I don't think he'll be part of the first team next season. And he probably won't stay in the 3rd division of Spanish football. So that was a lot of names. I think it's about 10 in total in the attacking position. So how's it actually going to work? 4, really, I've had to go, in my opinion. I think the obvious 6 for our attack next season is this. You've got Messi, Griezmann, Dembele, Ansu Fati, Aguero, and Memphis Depay. That sounds absolutely amazing, but will all of them settle for that, I'm not quite sure. The way I see it, guys, is that the club will be prepared to sell one of Dembele or Griezmann, and then from that, they'll either use Trincao, maybe a Collado, or they'll bring someone else in. That's the way I see the attack going. The obvious 6, like I said, Griezmann, Messi, Dembele, Ansu, Aguero, Depay. If that happens, that's a very, very good front 6. But then what have you got to do? You've got to sell Trincao, you've got to sell Braithwaite. God knows what you've got to do with Collado. Maybe you slot him into the midfield spot there. That could be a good option in my opinion. Conrad, of course, it looks like he'll be sold anyway, but there's work to do in attack, basically. So that is that. So there you have it, guys. I think I've gone through everything really there. Almost every single player in and around the first team. As I say, so much changes, so very fast in football. So watch out, guys, for changes. But that's the basis that we're working with right now. Yeah, I think I've gone through everything. Again, feel free to leave any of your thoughts in the comments down below. Regarding signings for Barcelona, I don't really think we have a lot of money. But if we do sell, for example, Dembele, maybe Longley, Mtiti at the back, Junior Firpo, Pjanic, who knows? If we do sell a few players, then maybe we can gather some funds and actually go and sign, a centre-back is the main position I'd go to. Also a left-back. Those are the 2 I'd go to. Other than that, I think we can cover ourselves. I really do. I think we've got La Masia players in both midfield and attack who have certainly got options, and I really do feel that that's the case. And centre-back and left-back, if we make money from sales, let's put all the money into that. Watch out for swap deals, guys. Laporta himself spoke about it. We've seen so much news with the whole Man City swap deals. I'm not sure about how much of it is credible, but watch out for them, guys, in our weird financial situation. Watch out for the swap deals. That's where I'm going to end it, guys. Expect surprises from Laporta. I hope I've gone through everything there. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. As I said, we always talk in the comments down below about what should the team look like next season. Who would you sell? Who would you keep? I see so many comments like that, and it is kind of the thing we all enjoy discussing. So I thought I'd make a massive video. I put some work into it. I'd get down every single name and essentially discuss the entire situation with you guys. That's where I'm going to leave it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy watching. I'll see you hopefully soon for some more videos. I'll try and get a few more out, guys. Sorry for the inconsistent uploads. It's been a bit of a weird time with the season over and no new signings for a while. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed. As always, leave your thoughts and comments down below. Share the video around so everyone else can have their say. Like it, and goodbye.